live. We're ready? All right.
Take a second.
Give it a second, and we're going to go live. Here we go. Ready? All right, guys, at the same time. All right, welcome to our Texas Children's Museum YouTube channel. It is 1 o'clock, and as you know, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we come to you live from Texas Children's Museum. We had a daycare come through. Thank you, Adventure Academy, who came through today and enjoyed the museum with their kids. They needed to get out of the heat. This Texas heat is really, really hot. It was 105 yesterday. We were invited to go to we were the nonprofit that was going to be with, I'm going to decline this right now. Sorry, I'm not going to join in anything when I'm doing a live from YouTube. Anyway, we were invited as a nonprofit to be at the baseball game in Cleburne yesterday at the Railroaders. I sent them a so sorry because I did not want to put any children and families in jeopardy with the Texas heat. I looked at it, it was going to be like 103 in the evening. So I hope all of you guys understand the reason that I did not attend and our Texas Children's Museum was not there is because we care about our families and our children who come out to Texas Children's Museum, and we did not want to see any of them get hurt or have a heat stroke at the game. It was extremely hot. So yeah, so I want to make sure you guys knew that. All right, so all you kids out there, I felt bad for the daycare that left because they were like, oh no, we're going to miss our YouTube show. We wanted to be on the YouTube show. And shout out to Adventure Academy kids. So this one goes out to you guys. Thank you so much for visiting. I enjoyed all of y'all, and I'm so glad you kids enjoyed the museum this morning. And thank you to the families that are here right now enjoying the museum as well. How do you be on the YouTube show? All right, if you're a kid, and I know I've got a lot of kids who watch the YouTube channel now. I've got over 600 subscribers, and a lot of those are kids and families. So I just want to let you know, out front of the YouTube studio that is in the main part of the museum, you guys are going to see this form. Out there, you're going to see a form, and it says YouTube show, just like this. And there's a form out there you guys have to fill out that lets me know that it's okay for you to come into the YouTube show. So I have one of these. No, I don't. I don't have one out here. But families, make sure that you sign in. You're going to see that where it says sign in here. All you have to do is step outside the YouTube entrance, and you're going to sign in your kids, and then they can come into the YouTube show and enjoy talking about the museum. I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. I had 4 little girls last time who just loved. I started out with like 3, and then their sisters came in, and ended up going from 2 to 4.
3.
So yeah. So just want to make sure that you guys knew that. I'm getting another notification on here, and I don't know why.
Yeah, but I already knew my notice because
Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to see what that was because it was my daughter, and if there's no problem, I need to know about it. All right. So our next live show, of course, are on Thursdays, and then don't forget after Thursday we do one on Friday and Saturday. We do a YouTube live, and the YouTube live takes place again at 1 p.m. It's usually 2, unless we just don't have a lot to talk about.
yeah.
All right. So I had kids today that were very excited about the museum shop. Don't forget that we do have things, kids. You're going to see this sign. It says "As Seen on TikTok." So you guys don't forget this. When you see this, this is actual makeup and things that are on TikTok that are in our shop that are available for sale for you guys at a really discounted rate. I had a parent congratulate me yesterday. And I want to thank that parent personally here. She said, I love that you have things that kids can buy for 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, so they leave with something from the museum, no matter what. I know after my father died, I'm a Navy brat, and he passed away when I was 10. I got to see the 21-gun salute over the casket and the folding of the flag, and they presented it to me. So yeah, I was there for all of that, of course. And I'll never forget it, still embedded into my memory. And my mother became a single mom at that time. And the struggle was real for her. And so when we would go places, it was really hard to afford things. So when this came in for my niece one night, not joking, it did. I wanted to make sure that things were absolutely affordable for children and families. I wanted to make sure that every child who comes in the door if they have a quarter or whatever, they can get a little something, no matter what, to be able to take home with them. All right, so that was very, very important to me. I want you guys to remember that you can follow us. I'll try to make sure I let everyone know on any of the platforms that are listed. So we have a lot of platforms here. If you want guys to take a closer look, we're on all the platforms. So you guys will see we are on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, Truth Social, and YouTube and Lemon8. I post on all of them, so make sure that you follow along on any of the social media platforms. You can make sure to follow along there. Teachers, school is going back in session. You guys are going to hear some kids. Here come some kids behind me, so it may get a little loud. I try to warn people. We are in the middle of a children's museum. It does get loud, so you may hear some kids now and then, so that's why I try to talk a little louder. Hi guys! Try and make sure that you guys can hear me. Alright, so attention teachers of any ISD across Johnson County, Texas. I need to make sure you remember that we do field trips during the school year. I've already had a teacher reach out to me, and school has not even started yet. It starts on the 12th for a lot of kids and on the 13th for others. Yes, we do field trips. So make sure that you get into that. How many kids can we hold? We had 140 kids this year at one time in the museum. 140. And we were just fine. So remember, we are 22,000 square feet of funds, so make sure you book those field trips again. Yes, you do get a discount for your field trips if you are an ISD. You want to make sure that you get in here. And all that money goes straight to electric, water, and rent. We are hoping to purchase the building, either this one or whatever God wants. So, yeah, we want to make sure that we do that. We need to find this because we're not doing any thing right now because I'm on YouTube with kids and families at the same time I'm doing TikTok. All right, so make sure you get in, teachers, make sure you email us at TexasChildren'sMuseum@gmail, and you can visit us at TexasChildren'sMuseum.org to make sure you get all the information that you need for your field trips. Okay, next. Another thing the families have been asking, and I try to reiterate this every time to make everyone understand, what do I need to donate to Texas Children's Museum? If you walk through the museum, you're going to see this form. You guys see that? Right there? You guys see that? All right, so what can you donate? You can, of course, donate monetarily, and we don't have a problem with that. Or you can donate to the Hot Wheels area, the Barbie area, the Sandbox, Army Men. The Army Men, what we call the Epic Battle Room. And the Epic Battle Room, we have now moved dinosaurs on one side, and Castle Building on one side, and Army Men in the back, which it all gets mixed up by the end of the day. But, yeah, dinosaurs and Army Men, because Army Men, yeah, we have to throw away a lot of those by the end of the day, every day. I try to keep a stack of Army Men to the side in a closet for those I have to throw away, because there's always some that get missing just parts, and so I have to replace them a lot. Dinosaurs as well. Dinosaurs is something that, I have to replace a lot. Kids play hard, so it is what it is. Music room. Yes, we take musical instruments. We ask that when you do musical instruments that you do like xylophones, drums, small drums. We're not talking a big, huge set. Small kids'
We do need to replace our full
keyboards.
drum set though.
Yeah, the small kids' keyboards, things like that, that everybody can play with and take a turn with. If it wasn't for all of our families who donate to Texas Children's Museum, because not only are we a nonprofit 501c3, we are not government funded in any way. Other museums that you see across the state of Texas and the United States, they are government funded and we are not. So when you donate these things, they actually do go to use in the room. Barbie area. Barbie dolls is what we always need to replace, and Barbie doll heads. Not kidding, we have the Barbie doll heads. Y'all know those old-fashioned heads, TikTok family. You know those big old-fashioned heads, Barbie dolls that you brush their hair? We have those in there. So they're replaced about every 2 months at least.
Roughly.
So want to make sure that you guys know you can help by that way by donating the Barbie heads and the Barbie dolls. All right.
I do want to make one addition to the music donations.
Yes.
Nothing that has to do with woodwind specifically, because you can't be setting your mouth on stuff. We
Yeah.
prefer not. We prefer you not donate things like flutes,
Yeah,
ocarinas.
he's right. That's my son, guys. And he's absolutely right. We don't want any donations of flutes or anything where a child will put their mouth on any instrument. That is very true.
Yep.
All right, so the
You got
next thing you
theremin.
can donate is to our Dr. Seuss Puppet Theater. We need hand puppets are always something that after a while we have to get rid of. You can only wash them so many times. Like our one puppet, he's probably had, I'd say, about 75 to 80 washes so far. He's still going. Some of them are very colorful, but after a while you have to throw them away and get a new puppet. So yeah, that's something you can donate to. Children's books. Yes, you can donate children's books to the Texas Children's Museum. Make sure they're gently used children's books if you're going to donate used ones. I do not mind that at all. Just like I don't mind if you say, hey, we had sand toys over the summer. We used it at the beach. We went on vacation. But now we're going to donate these to the Texas Children's Museum. I have no problem with that. Wash them, clean them. We're going to rewash them. I'm just going to let you know. We're going to rewash them. My volunteers and me are going to come in. We're going to rewash everything again before we put it out. It's just something that we do for sanitization purposes. So we are blessed when you come and bring us stuff like that. Legos. Oh my goodness, Legos. I have a lot of Legos right now in holding. But after summer is over and we go to fall hours, which means we will be only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I may do Wednesday this year for a while for Mommy and Me Day.
Yeah.
Or that's it. It'll be a Mommy and Me Day for a month. I'm trying to figure out the time on that. So I've had some moms, and I've heard you moms, you're asking for a special Mommy and Me Days or Grandma and Me on Wednesdays. It's just for the little ones. But all the kids are going back to school. So the older ones are probably not going to be in the museum unless it's homeschool. So yeah. So I will figure that out very soon.
So we don't.
But Legos, we have a lot of Legos. I will go through them and see if we need more. I do have some I can put in there because thanks to a lady named Tracy, she donated. Her son is grown and to get married and move on, and he had a bunch of Legos and she donated them. Do you guys have any idea what a pain it is to wash all the Legos? But I do. I wash them, sanitize them, dry them. They sit there for about a week. I just let everything drain out and dry before they're put out and boxed up. And on the boxes when I store them, it says washed, clean, and then they're wrapped really well, so nothing gets in there. All right, next is costumes. We have a costume area. It's a big costume area. Kids love to play dress up over there. We ask that you do not get any more, I don't want any more headbands. I'm talking like, the headbands that goes around with little ears or something. Let's try to stay away from those. It could be more like firefighter, Army, all that kind of stuff. I don't have a problem with that. We have a lot of costumes over there, but they have to be replaced. I can only wash those so many times and, do that, and then they have to be gone away, and we have to get new ones. So we want to make sure that you help us replace the costumes. Crayons are another big thing in the museums. We have an art room, and so I am going to make a trip to Walmart, and I'm going to buy a bunch of crayons because right now is the best time for me to buy like crayons, and I stay away from markers because I listen to you parents. You're like, please don't have markers because some kids will mark on themselves. So
or like inhale them.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure that we don't have any markers in the museum. So
yeah, no Sharpies.
No Sharpies, nothing like that. So we will make sure that we do nothing but crayons. And over by where you can be a cartoonist, that area, I make sure to get pencils and all that good stuff while it's back to school. So now we're back to school time, I can go and buy them really cheap in bulk and put them up and store them, which is great. Another thing for the art room is necklace beads. That is one thing that we always need in the art room is our necklace beads. Kids love making necklaces, and that's one thing we always run out of. So if you have some beads where you're like, hey, I don't make necklaces anymore, but make sure they're the bigger ones that little kids can handle. We don't want like itty bitty teeny weeny, but ones that kids can handle really well. Copy paper. Oh my goodness. We always need copy paper. What do we need? Legal size. The reason we need legal size is because we need to be able to make those coloring sheets for all the kids here at the museum.
Yep.
So if you can help with that, that would be great. And we do want to thank Cleveland Pregnancy Center for dropping off 5, what do you call it, reams,
Reams.
5 reams of that paper. There was something else I wanted to talk about donation. I can't remember what it was.
I do want to add one more thing. Please, please be gentle with the handless drawing thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a drawing mechanism. I know you kids and you families are used to that drawing machine that's in the art room. We want to make sure you guys are really easy with that. We've had to replace that pen I don't know how many times now.
Me and the person who replace it usually is
Yeah.
like, man, this one only lasts about what 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I think our longest one that lasted was like 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. Okay. Sorry, guys.
I only had one that actually ran out of ink.
Okay, the next thing is we don't want you to forget, I forgot to mention, yes, t-shirts are available for sale. Texas Children's Museum in our gift shop. So these are really, really cool. We've got all kinds of t-shirts for all you guys. So make sure to get your t-shirts. And yeah, I'm not going to go live with anyone on TikTok right now because I'm doing YouTube at the same time. So you guys make sure to go through our shop and get your t-shirts. And don't forget that we do have cups. The cups are available for you guys to purchase as well. I have to wait on YouTube to sync up. So hang on just a second. There it goes. All right, there's your cup. You guys have been asking for the cups. And yes, the snacky cups are back. These are what the kids were all asking for. The parents love these because, again, there is a snack cup on the bottom.
We do need more of those.
Yeah, put a snack in here and you're drinking the top and go through the museum. So I made sure to get more of those.
We do have larger
All
cups
right,
as well.
the keychains. Everyone kept asking me for more keychains. Let me get this little turtle front and center. There you go. You guys see that? These little keychains everybody's been asking for. So the keychains are back. I have them in all colors, green, blue, yellow, pink, purple. So you guys can get a keychain from Texas Children's Museum.
We need to restock those as well.
Yeah.
Those go quick.
We're getting kind of low again. What time is it? I'm going to check my time. Give me a time check.
Hold on. 1:17.
Oh, we're doing good. All right, so we are in the middle of a capital campaign. What does that mean? That means that we are looking to purchase our building or another building. We're hoping to be able to raise those funds and with Jesus in the forefront. I know he's going to make sure this happens. So if you'd like to make a donation to Texas Children's Museum, you can do so at Southside Bank in Cleveland, Texas. Southside Bank has got that open for anyone to give a donation, or you can give it at texaschildrensmuseum.org or at general donation. You can do that, or when you walk through the museum, you can see a QR code you can scan and give directly to Texas Children's Museum. We appreciate all those donations. And our first $250 donation came in, and that was from Worth Credit Union. So shout out to Worth Credit Union. We want to thank them for giving a donation to Texas Children's Museum. Like I said, they are plastered all over Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. There isn't anyone who doesn't know that Worth Credit Union has given to Texas Children's Museum. So we want to thank them. We appreciate that. And that account is frozen. It is frozen solid. I had people ask about that. Yes, we have an account for this building fund that is frozen, and it will remain frozen until we gain enough money to build. So that's what we're doing. That account is locked down, frozen. We can't touch it. Nobody can touch it. It is waiting until we get enough funds in there to be able to build the museum or buy the building. That's very important to us. What else are we doing? All right. So I don't know if I have a big one in here this way. Yeah, I do. We're going to have a formal dinner, guys. It's going to be at 1000 Old Betsy Road in Keene, Texas, because that is halfway between Burleson, Fort Worth, and Cleburne, and all the surrounding counties. So make sure that you get tickets for that today. It is $40 a ticket, or $300 and I think it was $320 for a business. If you guys wanted to reserve a table. So you're going to go into TexasChildren'sMuseum.org. You're going to see this one. I got to get your phone again, guys. Hold on. All right, so you're going to see a button on there, and it's going to say, reserve a seat. Is this not cute? Guys, look how cute this is. Look how cute this is. Yes, this is a tortoise. Why do we have a tortoise on there? Because every child and every parent knows who comes up to Texas Children's Museum, we have 3 large Sakana tortoises. And so they get to pet them and feed them. And so, yeah, it's a big deal for all the children and families. So we made sure to put Tiny. She's the one that's going to say reserve a table. So you will see this button on our website as well at texaschildrensmuseum.org where it says reserve a table. So we've got our little tortoise and a little dress there. And we cannot forget, we will have worship music and all that night. And we want to thank Ms. Tricia Lee Gillen for providing that for us. So she will be making sure that she is doing the music for us that night. And I just want to do a shout out to Trish and thank her so much for wanting to help with this dinner. I mean, she just doesn't know what it means to me for her to be able to help do this. So thank you, Ms. Gillen, for coming out and pouring into Texas Children's Museum and blessing us with music for that night. All right, so you will also, if you're a business, and we're going to be sending out invitations very soon through the mail, you will receive one that looks like this. This is our invitation. It will come in the mail to you like this, of course, in 5x7. It will not be this big. It will be 5x7. You'll be receiving this very soon, the personal invitation to Texas Children's Museum dinner. So everyone will be receiving this. So make sure that you watch your mail for those invitations to come very quickly. All right. Woo, it's a lot, you know. Let me see. All right. So we are still doing Summer of Seuss. We are at Summer of Seuss right now, so please make sure that you visit us during Summer of Seuss. We've only got, like, I think, 16 days left before we go to fall hours. Okay, and then we'll be getting ready for Christmas. Can you guys believe it? We actually start getting ready for Christmas in fall. As soon as our fall hours start, we'll be decorating and making things because, like I said, we're not government funded. So, do you guys know all the Dr. Seuss posters that are through the museum I hand painted? Those are all hand paintings of the Dr. Seuss book covers. I hand painted every one of those throughout the entire museum. And don't forget, when you go through the museum, kids, and if you grab a clipboard at the front, you guys are going to see that I have a scavenger hunt on there. And you're going to go to each book cover, and then you're going to uncover a special letter, and you're going to put it on there, and it's going to spell out something. It's going to have a phrase, and when you finish it totally, then you're going to go see my son over in the museum store, and you can get a free prize. So make sure you do that. Parents, make sure your kids take part in that. It's really fun for them. It's entertaining, and it keeps them out of this bad Texas heat right now.
Yeah.
All right, attention homeschool families. You guys are next. I know that you guys have been waiting. Yes, we will have a homeschool day. That will be coming up very soon for our homeschool families. When school starts back, we always do homeschool days throughout the year. And I've already had parents ask me, yes, we will be doing homeschool days. So watch for this. Yes, it will be a $9 day. So make sure that you guys watch for those homeschool days. I will be coming out with that very, very soon. All right, during our Dr. Seuss summer, make sure that you are finishing up your July activities at the Cleveland Public Library. When you go to the Cleveland Public Library and you visit them, you're going to get one of these. It is a free pass for one child per family to get into Texas Children's Museum for that entire day. So don't forget to go over there, enjoy reading a good book and listening to a great story, and don't forget to get your child their pass for the day. All right. Memberships. Yes, we have memberships. We have them 120 for the entire year. For 4 kids and 2 adults, or $70 for one-on-one, which is one child, one adult, for the entire year. I think it's a great deal. I think we're the lowest in the state of Texas. Again, we are not government funded, so we try to do our best with what we have. Okay, so also we do a special pass that no one in the United States does. Okay, we do what we call a foster family pass. What is a foster family pass? It's exactly what it says. We have many foster families who visit Texas Children's Museum, and sometimes kids leave, sometimes kids, change out families, and things cannot be helped, and we understand that.
Yeah.
So we do not mind saying, hey, they would discreetly say, I need you to remove this one and put a new name down. I have no problem with that. I have a foster family person here, and they had 6 kids for a while, and now they're down to 3 kids, and then they go back up to maybe 8 kids at a time. So I know the situation can't be helped, but God bless those who pour into these kids and help them. You don't know how much you're loved and on the YouTube, don't forget to grab the little fan. I've had more kids asking about this little fan. All the time they ask about this little fan and want one of these little fans. I handmade these. And it says, I was on Texas Children's Museum Live, a future museum star. So everybody has asked about these little ones. So make sure that you stop. They're like, how can I get that fan? How can I get that fan? Just come into the museum and make sure that you do the YouTube show, and you guys will get one of these little fans. And I'll make sure that you get one before you leave out.
I would like to do little pins as well, still. Because
I know,
the
I
fans
know.
are going to wear down a lot quicker than...
They are. We are going to get a machine soon,
Oh,
hopefully.
press?
Yeah, I need a pen press. I want to thank Laura Johnston. She asked me probably 2 years ago now what I wanted for Texas Children's and myself. She goes, what would make your life easier? And I said, well, I would love to have one of those Cricut machines and a t-shirt press. She went above and beyond. She got me a t-shirt press, a hat press, a cup press, a Cricut machine. She did not have to do that, but as you see, it's gone to great use. We make everything. Yeah, we make everything in-house, so we don't have to worry about it being outsourced
Yep.
at all. By the way, make sure that you visit the shout out to the LifeWise. I forgot to do that too. Shout out to the LifeWise Academy. I don't know whether you guys know on TikTok or not, but LifeWise actually teaches Bible instruction during school hours. You can choose to have your kids pulled out, and they go for 45 minutes of Bible instruction, which is really, really cool. It's already happening in Johnson County, and it is going to be happening throughout the state of Texas. So they're getting everywhere. So I think it's great. Remember, we do have a Bible story hallway. We're the only museum in the United States in Texas that has a Bible story hallway for kids. So, so visit that Bible story hallway. Likewise, made the Bible story timeline possible. So we appreciate that so much. All right, so moving on. I want to make sure you guys know there are new signs being put up in the museum. This is what I told everyone in mind. That says, please keep all kitchen items in the kitchen room. So kids, every room you see, we have one of these signs for each area. I've got one for the Barbie now, one for the Hot Wheels. We want to make sure you understand that we are 100% volunteer run. And so what that means? That means that we are asking when you go from room to room that you guys basically make sure that everything stays in the room where it's at. So we want to make sure that you guys do that. We love that you want to play and enjoy. But thank you to the daycare came through this morning. Oh my gosh, Baker Academy. You guys make sure that everything stays in the room. And the sand was in the sandbox. Thank you so much. I can't believe I say that. Thank you for keeping the sand in the sandbox. That's amazing. Okay, this is for my TikTok family and my YouTube family. I want to remind you that we're going to be talking about rural Texas and the difference in nonprofits make in rural Texas. So what does that look like? This 10th, it's coming. So make sure you guys are here to enjoy. I've already heard we have 3 congressmen that will be here, and we have Helen Kerwin that will be here, and David Cook that will be here on August 10th. They will be here starting at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So make sure that you guys come out to this. Make sure you come and see everybody and listen to how rural Texas and nonprofits are changing the landscape of rural Texas. It's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to it. We're actually going to be removing all the tables around the playground. They're expecting 600 to 700 people, so if not more. So we want to make sure that we're removing some things to make sure we can get everything fitted in. ACs will drop down. Make sure everybody stays nice and cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next is everyone. I always ask, and so I want to make sure that I let everyone know that we will. I do go to the Refuge Church in Cleveland, Texas. You can join me at 10:30 a.m. at the Refuge Church in Cleveland, Texas, and I will see you. So you guys know where I live. magnetic blocks, and so I was able to purchase 2 boxes of them. They're smaller than what I thought. They're really larger, but look how small these are.
Yeah, this might be a stemmer item.
Oh, it's stammer. Yeah, these are definitely going to the stammers, but I'm
Alright.
thinking you're going to go to the older kids because
Yeah, it's.
they say stay for toddlers. These are not stay for
Yeah, no,
toddlers.
absolutely not.
These are not stay for Amazon. Attention, Amazon. These are not stay for toddlers.
I don't care.
You guys, come on. Yeah, stay for toddlers. No, not stay for toddlers. So these are going to go into the older kids area, the STEM area. So yeah, these are really, really cool. I gotta say, I mean, look, we even got water blocks. They've got water blocks. They look like actual water on there. With water blocks. Really cute. So,
I probably would love these as a kid.
cave background. Yeah, you probably love these as a kid, eh? Look at that. Yeah. These are so cool. So yeah, I like that you have little people that you can build. I do like that. I like the little people. Look at that. Love the little people. Little people are so cute. So we will make sure that these get into the STEM area. And these are definitely going to go in the water kids area because of the smallness that they are. So what do? We remove one STEM toy and one STEM activity toy, and we replace it with a new one. I have a whole closet full of different STEM activities, and so that's what we do. We rotate through. But yeah, kids have asked me for these. Like, did you see those Minecraft blocks? Those magnetic blocks? We've got some of those in the museum. I listen to you kids. You kids are my customers. You kids are the ones that we cater to here at the museum. I don't know how they got all this in there. But anyway, I'll make sure to
They
get
probably
these.
make sure they're all straight.
They were all
packed
straight
together.
packed together, yeah.
And you kind of jumbled it a bit.
These are logs. Look at that. These are logs. How cute are these little logs? How cute is that? So yeah, it's amazing. Alright, so that's the first one. Now we're going to go to the second one and see what it looks like. So that was the forest. This one says cave.
And so just how it's packed.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, they're all, but look at that. Look how they're packed in.
Yeah, they are a straight line. Which explains why you have a hard time getting in.
Again, not going to go live with anybody on TikTok. Sorry guys, but not happening.
No.
Not happening. Because I am doing live on YouTube with children and families and doing a TikTok at the same time. No. Oh, look at this. This one came with a bag.
Ooh.
Look at that. This one came with a bag. Look at that. The other one did not. This one does. It
I mean, it might be in there.
magnetic gloves. I didn't see that. No, there's not a bag. There is a, like you take the box apart and it can become a bag.
Oh, is there a backdrop? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. So yeah, these are all gonna go together anyway. So you know what? So since we've gone crazy over here, I'm gonna link these.
You know what? Free packing.
Free packing, so that's
Easier to put away.
easier to put
than
away.
closet.
Yeah, much nicer. All right, so this one says cave, and this one actually does say 3 and up. So this one actually does say 3 and up. See there? But I don't think a 3-year-old would be good for this because
No.
again, I have a 2-year-old granddaughter, and she still puts things in her mouth. So, yeah, I don't think it's good. But look at this one. This one is cave. So look at that. Really cute box. Really cute. But again, guys, toddler would be good for these. I really don't. Just don't think they'd be able to tell how small these are. Look at how tiny these are. I mean, is it really cute? Yeah, it is. But I just don't think this should go in little kids area. So we're gonna say larger kids STEM area. They'll have fun building with you and creating. So I guess that's supposed to be fire.
No, probably lava.
Or lava. Maybe lava. Yeah, Matt.
Considering it's based off Minecraft, so it's probably lava.
Okay, lava. I did not know that Minecraft. So that's lava. Okay,
Well, now you know we have to play.
yeah. What is this one?
Either deep slate or actually no, that's what it's called. So I'm guessing it's deep slate,
He said deep slate. So yeah.
or at least something akin to it.
Yeah. So there's that one. And then we have. I guess this is water.
Ice.
Ice.
I don't know. Let me see the
Yeah.
box.
Yeah. It is ice.
No, the box itself. Stop tapping the mic.
wait, no, give me the paper. Give me the paper.
Here's the paper.
Okay.
Okay, so then we have these red and black ones. What are the red and black ones?
Okay. Red and black ones?
Yeah.
I got them. Oh, wait, they're oars. They're oars. Okay.
They're oars?
Yeah,
Red,
okay.
black, or oar?
So the blue ones are diamond ore, the like tannish ones are iron.
These are really cool,
the red
though.
ones are redstone.
I mean, are they really cool? They're absolutely cool. I'm sure the kids are going to absolutely love these.
The purple ones I
But
have no idea.
the one thing I mean, they do stick together really well. They're highly magnetic. I mean, look at that. They are really magnetic. Are they worth the money? I think so. I think this is magnetic blocks for a museum. Yeah, yeah. This is for them to build with in the children's museum. They do make a really funny noise together, which is really cool for kids too. You're gonna like that. I know the kids are gonna love this. So yeah, this is really really cool. But again, I just can't see this being for younger children. Even though it says suggested readers, would you let your 3-year-old like? I mean, if you're watching them and you're with them, I can see that. I can see that. You're saying, well, hey, don't put this in your mouth, guys. Absolutely. But I can't see that for younger than
Yeah.
that. And that's being absolutely honest. I know what the box says, but yeah, I just don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. These are really dark. But it does say cave, so I guess this would be like the back of it. It's really dark.
I got no clue.
Really?
Those are the Terrarian actual.
Yeah, it looks like Terraria.
No, you haven't played Terraria.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it, you haven't played it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I haven't played that since 1.2.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, is this cute? Absolutely. It's
Oh,
got a bunch
absolutely.
of little question marks and
Look what they're
at the
actually going to
end.
be,
It's got some little people on there. Love little people. Crazy about little people. Little people are so cute. Turn them around. Look at that.
those aren't on the
So
thing, no.
cute. And these aren't even listed on the paper and all this stuff.
Oh,
They're
those,
so
those are,
cute.
those are. I'm talking about the like brown ones.
The brown ones? Yeah, that's really weird. Really, really cool. But like I said, they do stick. They do stick really, really well. So parents, these are going to go in the STEM room. I am going to probably pull out, I'm going to leave the robots because the little robots that you guys put together, I've had so many kids tell me they love those robots and then I get some more that are different. I am trying to find some that are different than the robots that we have in there right now because I know you guys have asked for them. I am looking. I do want you kids and families to know. I am constantly scouring, looking. But what we have right now is the same one. I'm declining anybody to go live with them right now because again, I'm doing YouTube and TikTok at the same time.
Yes, unless you're in person. Unless you want to
Yeah.
come here, fill out a form and
Yeah.
hop on.
Yeah, if you want to fill out a form, come to Texas Children's Museum and hop on, that's fine. But this is also kids and families I'm with right now.
It's multi-stream.
It's multi-stream. We're multi-stream at the same time. So,
That's the right term.
yeah, so I'm going to, because I'm multi-streaming, I'm going to make sure I find them on TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. It is the way it is. I appreciate you guys, but it is the way it is. All right, so you guys, I just want to make sure that I box it in front of you guys because you guys were asking for the magnetic blocks. They have arrived. They are here. I want to thank the families who made the donation to buy these blocks to put them into place. So thank you to the families who donated to make these blocks possible. And I'm sure the kids are going to have a great time with these. And they will be going over into our STEM area. As soon as they get off here, I'll be removing some blocks and adding these in their place. So once again, make sure that you visit TexasChildren'sMuseum.org. Make sure that you check out our membership passes. They are available to sell. Don't forget that we are having a formal dinner to raise funds. That's going to happen on September 26th. So, I think that's right. Nancy, is what happened on in front of me.
Yep.
I got too much going on. Too many irons in the fire, guys.
Yeah,
Irons in
like
the fire.
12 more tables in here for everything.
Yeah, I got so much stuff going on. Yep, September 26th, 2026. 26. That's awesome. So September 26th, on the 26th, we're having this dinner, and it's $40 a seat, and then it's 320 for a table of 8. So you guys make sure to get your businesses involved. It's going to be a great night of music and fellowship and just talking about the museum, and I'm going to see who I can get also to show up from the state level. I do want to thank Representative Kerwin for recognizing me at the Texas House for what I do for Johnson County and rural Texas. Like I said, we're not the government-funded big museums that you see out in the middle of, big cities and things like that. Everything you see in the entire museum, if you guys are not aware, came from a mom, a dad, a grandparent, who were like, okay, how can I help you, Veda? What can I help with? Big shout out to Lowe's in Cleveland, Texas. Lowe's in Cleveland, Texas did the ACs that are through the entire building. They're all pumping really good to keep everyone nice and cool. And who did the playground. They bought 60 employees and said, you can't do this by yourself anymore, and they're right. They built the playground, and thank God they did. And my husband added the slides and the roller slide, and kids have a ball on that thing. And parents said, you get a new building, you stay in this building, you don't change the hominess that we feel when we're here.
Yeah.
We want the hominess to stay because it feels like home to the kids. I've had so many kids, as soon as they walk in the door, they start kicking their shoes off and running through. Yeah, and I'm like, wait, you got to keep your shoes on. Wait till you get in the sandbox and you can take them off. But yeah, kids love this place. We love this place. It's not like your normal nonprofit as far as, like I said, children's museums. So I want to make sure you guys know that. All right, so I'm going to get ready to end the YouTube. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will come back at you very, very soon. Hold on, TikTok family, I'll give you just a minute. So you want to end that for me, right? End that, please. All right, hang on just a second while I get ready to end the YouTube. Visit us at TexasChildren'sMuseum.org, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the good stuff. I'm on all the platforms. Have a blessed and wonderful day, and thank you again to all the families and all the children who watch and who follow along. And I will see you tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Have a blessed day, everybody.